Hello there. This is your girl Valerie Mason Chase here on behalf of Marriage Beyond the Breach. What does marriage have to do with the four agreements? Well, I'm glad you asked that question because that is our topic on today's episode of Marriage Minute. Back in 1997, a gentleman by the name of Miguel Ruiz wrote a book entitled The Four Agreements. Now, it's a small book, small in size, but it is very large in scope. In the book, he describes four what he calls agreements or perspectives or a frame of mind that, when adopted, can significantly impact in a positive way your life and especially all of your relationships. I read this book a few years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and I found it to be very, very impactful. And I was thinking about it a couple of days ago, and I said, you know what? All these things really, really do apply to marriages. And if we can adopt these things in our marriages, we can really significantly transform the ways in which we interact with our spouse and the way in which they interact with us. So what are those four agreements? The first one is be impeccable with your word. And he says, speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So in a marriage, you definitely want to be impeccable with your word. You want to speak with integrity. You want to always tell the truth. And you never want to use your words as a weapon against your partner. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. So you might say, but Val, we're talking about marriage here. How can I not take things personally? Well, there are some things you don't take personally because sometimes our spouses can make decisions, choices that are not in their best interest, that have absolutely nothing to do with us. Our spouses can treat us in a way that has nothing to do with us. So no, don't take it personally. If your spouse is mistreating you in some way, it's not because of you. It's because of something that is inside of that individual, not because of you. If your spouse goes down the wrong road or they make a bad choice or they choose a wrong friend, that has nothing to do with you. So don't take anything personally. The third agreement is, this is a good one, don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others. I'm going to say communicate with your spouse as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement alone, you can completely transform your married life. And I say all the time, don't make assumptions. Don't think you know what's in your partner's mind. Don't take what they said and try to interpret it to mean something that you think it means. Listen to their words. You can hear their words and hear their heart, but don't put your spin on what they say based on what you think they mean. That is an assumption. So don't make assumptions. And the fourth agreement, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to when you are sick. Under any circumstances with your spouse, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment self-abuse, and regret. And you not only want to do your best with your spouse, you want to give your best to your spouse. You want to give your spouse the best version of yourself. You want to give them the best love you can possibly give them. So yes, those four agreements: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. These four agreements, when put into practice, can transform your marriage. So I want to thank you for watching this episode of Marriage Minute. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and meet us here again for the next episode of Marriage Minute, brought to you by Marriage Beyond the Breach, where it is our strong belief that when two people are committed to each other, committed to their marriage, committed to the process to do the work, and they have Christ in their life and God at the center of their life, no marriage, no relationship is beyond redemption. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.